Previously in Doraken. Earlier this day, Iago had managed to infiltrate the Sky Nomad, and after exchanging a few threats with Ias, vanished in a blinding light. When the light faded away, both Iago and Aurora were missing. Before the heroes could react, they heard a loud roar below the deck as an explosion took out Ias' room and sent a shockwave throughout the airship. In the very next moment, various criminal gangs charged the airship, forcing the heroes and the crew to take arms and fight for their life. Amidst continuous explosions, the heroes managed to defeat Iago's goons and defuse the last bomb, which otherwise would have utterly destroyed the Sky Nomad. In an undisclosed location, we see Aurora emerge into existence, leaving behind a flash of light. Before she can regain her bearings, 3 people group on her and force metal bands on her throat, arms and legs. As she looks around, Aurora recognizes them as Alexia, Malak and Exendo, Iago's most trusted lieutenants, and all of them assholes. We see Aurora try to shout curses at them and blink away into the shadows, but no words escape her mouth. No veil of black shadows envelops her. Instead, she remains on the floor, her voice nothing but hisses and erratic breaths.
There's no use, girl.
Iago grins.
We made those specifically for you.
He looks the same as on the airship mere moments ago, only on his head is a circlet of glass and a silver orb. Alexia, or Teller as she is known outside of the Street Kings, gently takes the circlet off Iago's head and with a smirk says, "Malak, be a dear and show our wayward canary her cage. The rest of us will prepare for her brother's arrival."
Well, we're gonna have ourselves a real wicked time, aren't we, girl?
Malak grabs Aurora by her hair on the back of her head and lifts her up.
I hear you thrive in the dark. We'll see about that.
Malak lets go and Aurora falls down without being able to brace for the impact.
So sorry. Seems I'm a little clumsy.
Let's hope I don't do the same when we're heading down the stairs. Aurora glares at him, furious beyond belief. Malak in turn smirks, shrugs his shoulders, and knocks out with a single punch. And now we are back on the airship. You have just defeated the last of Iago's goons. And as mentioned in the session notes, the airship is pretty much in disrepair. It could probably fly. You're not sure if you want to do so. And most of the crew is pretty badly hurt. You yourself hadn't taken that much damage, I believe, besides Stabry maybe.
I think I might have gotten turkey down me.
Yeah, you. I believe you were mid in an explosion.
Right now, I don't know if I took 30 damage or if I have 30 HP left.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the same.
I think I took 30 damage because we got healed.
Yeah, and I believe you count up, right, Eric?
I can never.
I usually count down how much I have left.
Yeah, okay. So do I, which is what is weird. But I was
because I believe both of you recorded some of the explosions. So.
Yeah.
Were we? Oh, was I?
Again, it's not going to matter much in terms of HP.
I'm in a hell of a lot of pain.
Yeah,
because Naris is going to spend most of her spells to heal you up. Again, any spells you have used and so forth, of course, they are expended.
Yeah.
But health-wise, she's going to restore you, and she was also going to stay on the ship, trying to restore the crew as well, and trying to mend as much of their ship as she's able.
Just start fucking spamming mending.
Yeah. And Blake says he knows a couple of contractors in town and probably try to see if he can get a discount on repairing your airship.
That's a good idea, Blake. If you guys stay here and protect the ship and make sure everything's okay here, I'll take. Let me think. I'll take.
You see,
Chase.
the crew members all look down like, don't make eye contact.
And then I'll take anyone whose name I remember. Well, okay, it's Daphne and Jace. Your name is John. Nope. I cast.
Before we start casting.
No.
We're gonna have to go after Aurora. But we gotta be smart about it. Because we have to assume that they know we're coming. And we can't just go in waving our dicks. Well, we can, but that's a different kind of party.
I can't remember how many spell slots she used, but like I'm wondering if we should bring Willow just to have an extra pair of hands.
Willow didn't actually use any spell slots. She used her feet, the archphase.
Trista. Okay. Hey, Willow, wanna come?
She's the love of Jace's life.
Exactly.
She's the love of my political life.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm good at...
No, I think. Listen, I think, guys. I think the best idea is to keep it small. Means we can sneak in. We can. We'll be more maneuverable that way. Small strike team.
And Captain Ryder says, again, I'm sorry not to rush you, but you probably should get heading out soon because the local authorities are gonna come here at some point, and I don't think they're gonna let you go out on a vendetta.
Okay, well, you guys, I mean, Blake, if you can sort of distract them here, I think we'll be able to.
See, he's already trying to put on this disguise for Horny Blake.
Okay, I think we'll be able to outmaneuver and otherwise evade them again if we're few. And
Sure.
Jace keeps his trap shut. Not Jace, definitely. And Jace, shut up. Okay. Well, the first thing I need to figure out where Aurora is. The obvious choice would take her to the hideout, but I don't know that for sure. So I cast Sending.
No?
It's going to be at 4th level because of reasons. And I say, Aurora, I really hope you're alive. Anything you can tell me about where you are, we're coming for you. Just stay alive, please. I gotta speak about 25.
You send it out, and there's no connection. And you know there are a couple of reasons why that could be. Either she's in a place that is anti-magical, she's unconscious, or she's dead. Because it's not like, for instance, when you try to contact somebody on another plane and then it fails. Then you can feel like the connection is interrupted.
Do you share this information with us?
Yeah. Okay, I'm not getting through.
Okay, so we know the usual suspects when it comes to why you might not. I doubt they would teleport her out of here just to kill her.
They're not dead, and neither are we, which tells us a lot that he wants you guys to suffer. If they wanted to kill us, they would have taken all 6 bombs and placed them underneath us and blown us all to Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Which they didn't do. So they want us alive. They at least want you alive.
Yeah, just
so they can
kill us both, probably.
And make themselves as much as possible.
Yeah. But we have to...
So, Aurora's not in danger right now.
Well, we don't know. I mean, that's...
You see Naris suddenly turn her head. I think I heard something. Like a distant explosion. Try to roll an intelligence check.
Try?
Roll an
I'm
intelligence check.
not going to be able to figure that out.
Again, the whole group can roll if you so wishes.
Hey, say some like natural 20.
Dang.
You know, all the wizard stuff.
You don't know why you get this hunch, but you know immediately. The way where she looked and where you've been in town, that's the museum.
Okay, I think there's an explosion at the museum.
Now that is what I'm worried about.
Why? What do you think?
The reason we came, no, never mind. But there's a champion and there's an item, right?
Also, Damrius is looking there.
Right. Okay. How far are we from the...
About 10 minutes run speed, essentially. It's not that far, I believe, on the map itself. And you know some shortcuts and so forth.
Yeah. Is that what we're going to do right now, or... okay, just a second, guys. I'm going to cast Commune.
Yeah?
That's what I'm going to do.
And I can't recall what is the exact...
It's a good question. It's like, I can commune with Giscala?
Jikala.
Very close. Just put it here.
Let's see here. Can you?
It's something like I think isn't it? I can ask questions.
Yeah, I believe it's just no questions. I'm just double checking.
Here we are. You contact your deity or divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or a no.
Yeah.
If you must ask your questions before the spell ends, you have 1 minute. And you will receive a correct answer for each question.
Nice. All right. Okay. So you see, Eos takes his sort of blue flame blade thing, kind of sort of springs out, and he cuts his hand with it, and some blood trickles out, and he sort of seems to go into sort of a trance. His skin goes completely grey, his eyes go white, and he sort of hovers just sort of slightly off the ground.
Cool. And you again, the rest of you, that's what you see as he floats up. For Ias, he just feels like the whole world darkens around him and becomes this monotone color and starts to dark out. So almost you can only barely see his surrounding right now.
Oh, yeah, no, totally makes sense. Yeah, no. People just buying their way to deity contact. Not that others of us have spent our entire lives worshiping deities and things like that. No, it's fine. I'm not bitter. Why are you asking if I'm bitter? Chase? So asking if I'm bitter.
Hey, Daphne. Are you bitter?
So what are the questions?
Yes,
Right. So what do I see? Am I sort of face to face with her?
No, you just feel her presence.
Oh, okay. I say, is my sister alive?
Yes.
Is my sister... Will I find my sister at the museum in town?
The world becomes even darker, and you feel like a sense of no.
No, okay. Is Aurora located in a place known to me?
Uncertainty. You feel as uncertainty, but slightly more towards yes than no. Like you wouldn't recognize the room itself, maybe, but
okay.
The location itself might be familiar to you.
All right. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, according to the moon, it doesn't have to answer if.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like again, it's slightly yes, but
the
you wouldn't.
question was intentionally vague, so that's fair.
But also if it's outside of the deity's way of knowing and shit. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Okay. I come out of the trance. Okay.
Oh, which one talking to God? Was it nice?
It was fine. It was what it was. Okay. Yes, Aurora's alive. That's good. I don't think she's not at the museum, but maybe we can if whatever's happening there is connected to the gang, the Street Kings, then perhaps we can find some clues there to her whereabouts.
Maybe Damaris or the what's it called? Do we know the name of the guy's student armor?
Sir Virgil Cloudspeed.
Right.
So Virgil, maybe he has had because he has had interactions with the gang as they try and break their way. Maybe he knows where they come from, where they go.
Good point.
Where do they come from?
Okay.
Dot.
Yeah. Very good.
You see, Blake suddenly grabs his belt buckle for unknown reasons. Like, what?
How do we? I guess we could just start hoofing it.
I'm going to send. Oh no, actually, she's pretty hurt.
Yeah, she was.
I'm going to leave her here. It's a good
Right.
deal. I pass over the comb to.
Right here.
Oh yeah, of course. To get nothing.
Yeah. Don't worry.
And ask her to take care of.
Yeah, don't worry, big guy. I got it.
Comb?
Cool.
Yeah, you had essentially a mending comb.
Yeah. To fix Anastasia.
Oh, because in the way that you would comb a bird.
But I guess I guess brush is more correct. But.
Sorry. Funny image.
Have I not mentioned that Anastasia has a comb over?
Under this big kind of peacock feathers.
Yeah.
After being hurt, she looks slightly disgruntled, so they're just all over the place.
Okay.
Also made out of stone, so.
Struck by lightning.
All right. Okay. How do we get there? I mean, I can teleport us there, but I'm feeling like that would be more.
I think we'll run.
Oh, okay. I guess I could. Yeah. Just have to get some cardio.
Calibrite says, or I can have Darling send you along if you prefer.
I don't know what that is.
Darling is her skeleton weapon.
I think maybe that's attracting unnecessary attention to us at this point.
Do you want me to distract in an opposite?
Just have her chill downstairs.
I think we'll.
Okay. Again, don't say I didn't try to help.
No, I wouldn't. That would be a wild thing.
Again, she's already long gone. Like,
okay.
Listen, I promise I would never say that you specifically didn't try to help. Mostly just didn't remember her name.
No, her name was Darling.
Nope.
That
was the bird.
Calibrite.
That was it.
The one-armed necromancer.
I'm gonna remember her as Darling. Sorry?
Yeah, just gonna remember that.
Okay. We start.
And you just remember.
Yeah.
Is there public transport?
There are some coaches and so forth. Probably gonna take a while to get on board, especially seeing as people are in panic because there's been an explosion and so forth.
I think maybe like what we'll do is we'll like run from the dock and then find a place where we kind of get in and mingle with the crowd.
A couple of minutes away, we might find the coach or something.
Yeah. And then America away like directly, but not in such a way that we're drawing attention to ourselves.
Yeah, certainly. Again, ES is local, so he easily guides you without issue.
Definitely remember this place.
And over here you see the stone bridge. This was built in 1755.
Weird, there used to be a cafe.
I'm lost.
Yep.
Yes, so this building was built to honor the demons and whatever. So it was that one and that one and that one and that.
There's a theme in this city.
Well,
They really like brown buildings.
I'm a walking.
Yeah.
yeah. Again, a couple of minutes, you find a coach, hail it, like
Taxi! To the museum!
When you arrive at the museum, you can see the door.
Oh, wait, I'd take a separate coach and say, follow that coach.
I think the worst is he waits a couple minutes, does like the meter run,
Yeah.
then gives you the tourist
Yeah.
route. But yeah, when you arrive at the museum, you can see the door has been smashed open, apparently.
Oofa doofa. The suit of armor used to be standing outside, right?
Yeah.
Is no longer standing outside, correct?
No.
Jace, do you have this?
If I got this?
The coach. You pay the man?
Sure.
Sorry, I left my wallet in my room and that blew up.
I left my wallet at my other character and sure.
Yeah, again, no issue. Like, what? 2 silver? Are you?
What the hell? Highway robbery.
I think you'll find, minor Lucian, that those are the facts.
I think you actually say minor illusion. don't bother casting it.
He's just like, oh, okay, well, the man is clearly insane. Like, I can't really charge him full price.
Yeah, and he just nods and like, yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Okay.
Are there people in the museum that we can see?
Roll perception check.
This will be good. 11.
Ditto.
That looks like a natural 20.
It is.
Wow.
So that's 22. So I got the double of you guys.
You see 2 pair of boots sticking out from the entrance, like from the side, essentially.
Ooh, are they nice looking boots? Wait, are they attached to someone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are they normal sized?
Yep.
Okay.
They're not metallic?
No, ordinary boots.
Nice, or I guess it might be kind of hard to tell.
No, they look kind of dirty, like they've been used
So
for a
And
while.
also exploded?
No,
Okay, I'll go.
but you do see a pool of blood forming around the boots as well.
I go and
Go save the boots.
I go and investigate.
Again, when you go inside, essentially, imagine like, you know, chest-high walls shooter, like some exchange of combat has been happening here. A couple of guys, most of them you don't know, but you do realize there are some like minor criminal guys that probably have worked for the Street Kings, but not in official capacity. Okay. Essentially, like gangbangers that wanted to get into the group. At least when you were still a member.
Can I, as soon as I see this, can I sort of just kind of do a kind of a whoa, and kind of try to hide right sort of on the outside of the door?
Yeah. Make a stealth check.
Yay, natural 20! So
again,
a lot.
These
28.
These huge gates, essentially, they're wide enough for you actually to get into one of the hinges, essentially. So you're hitting.
I go and shut the door.
Alright, well, we grow up in 24 hours. So, but this is not how I
when you two heading further inside, I guess.
Yeah.
We can see.
Okay, cool. So,
I like how you're like, sort of speaking then.
No, guys, hang back. I mentioned to hang back.
Why is the door telling us to hang back?
God damn it! It's me, us. Just kind of hang back on the outside. Let's just
the door.
Let's just look at check these guys out before we do anything stupid.
Again, the moment you looked in and then hit yourself, there was nobody standing at that point. Everybody was lying down.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were kind of in.
Again,
sorry.
It seems like this was over fairly quickly, and you arrived at the aftermath or whatever.
Okay. All right. Okay. Never mind then.
And
I unhide
I'm just
myself.
gonna kind of look around and try to maybe I could do a medicine check to figure out what killed these people.
Yeah, certainly. And the other two, you can make perception checks.
Cool.
Perception.
That's a natural 20.
Jesus.
22.
That is.
Bladed instrument, most of them.
Yeah.
Longsword, giving like the width of the impalement.
Looks to be the same weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And almost like precision each step. Like it's one single stab and then they're dead.
Okay.
And given your expertise with sword fight and so forth, like clearly a work of an assassin or something like that.
Oh.
Driven up into a corner, essentially.
Okay. So
and
so my assumption was that it was the armor, but there doesn't seem to be.
well, you don't know what kind of weapon the armor has on it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And what did you roll? Perception?
3.
18. You hear some murmur in the back of the room, like behind, like a huge statue in the room, and there's somebody talking behind, but you can't hear exactly the words and so forth.
Okay, I guess I sneak closer, but sort of askew to see if I can get a look in.
Yeah, you do the...
Yeah.
Which is really good for a podcast, like you do the gesture, like, okay, sneaking.
Wait, are you recording this?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
That is a no.
How low?
How low can it go?
Oh, I'm a 1.
Yeah.
You step on a guy who's not entirely dead, so you make the...
I'm not quite dead.
And you hear the murmurs just...
Okay, I guess I ready an Eldritch Blast.
I feel happy.
You, again, ready your... you're just using your hand, right, when you cast a spell. And you don't get to react as something just hits you on the head and then you just shoot up into the air.
Shit.
In the moment, the armor is standing right next to you and about to do the impalement.
Sir Virgil, stop!
And again, you can see, like... Oh, it's you.
You may not recognize me, for I was wearing different clothes earlier, but I am in fact a warrior and not a tourist, though sometimes I am a tourist.
Okay, yeah. And then he, like, looks at Ears, and I guess the disguise is no longer...
Yeah, what was I disguised as? Another tiefling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be gone by now. Oh! Right, because do I know Sir Virgil?
You don't know Sir Virgil.
We just met him earlier.
Yeah, and you hit the fact that you were Ears and Aurora when you met them.
Right. Yes. Because they're both in there, right? Yeah,
exactly. And so them is like, oh, so he did speak the truth.
What? Sorry, what?
How much damage did I take from that?
Yeah, at 1 point.
Okay.
It was for more distraction.
Wow, we were really close.
Sorry, who ditched who?
Yes, I'm
And he essentially like follow me, gestures to the statue.
I gestured to one of the bodies. Does this shield work?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we aren't dealing with an assassin.
And
Sure.
again, as he walks, he goes over to the guy who actually stepped on and like. Walks over to behind the statue and you can see a guy who's like been beaten to a bloody pulp at this point. And Damir says, well, apparently Iago decided to mend things right now, and apparently because you two arrived. And you know he means Aurora as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying he was stopping by the way.
So, I'm just going to try to sum things up so we're all on the same page here. Iago went after us all. He sent the... Looking around, the B team after you. Nothing personal, but...
Yeah. Again.
In an coordinated attack to kill you, Damris.
I believe actually that's what has been his goal the whole time. I don't know. Kidnap me? Something
Hates
like.
art, maybe? What kind of museum is this, by the way?
What?
What kind of museum is this?
Museum, again, it used to be like a private art collector.
Yeah.
Essentially stolen goods,
Yeah.
but it then donated to the city as a museum.
Okay.
So a lot of artifacts from the Hex War, primarily.
Jace, do you have or do either of you guys have detect magic in you?
Sure.
Could you pop one off and see if there's anything here that's
I don't
seems
know. I guess
valuable?
Well, I don't have prepared, so it would be a ritual to do. I assume that if it's in here, probably isn't of any I mean.
What about that thing? Damir says and points. One of you roll a d100.
Oh boy. Should I do it?
Sure.
This would be fine.
Do a crocodile?
Reroll that. 59.
59.
I'm sure there wasn't a 6 in the first one? It's the funny 6 number.
Oh, nice.
Am I looking at the wrong page?
Well, if you do it right.
You guys are doing 69? 27s.
Wine him, dine him, and 79 him. Yes.
59, you say?
It's 10 better.
That is what he said indeed.
Yes.
50, 59, yeah.
You see a leather armor.
Okay, so what I was going to say is, if it's in here, it probably doesn't have any magical value except for that thing. That probably is magical.
Okay.
So Virgil's job is to protect the museum?
No, he stayed behind as a favor to me.
Right, I remember that. Because how did you get stuck in there?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
Probably something Iago had planned. Don't know why.
He seems to have had a lot of plans that we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but he didn't. So, but why would Iago plan to put you in that armor just to kill you now?
Again, I don't know for sure he's gonna kill me. Apparently, maybe they were trying to drag me and the armor along with him. Yeah.
Sorry, just, there's a little thing as this whole scene's going on. I'm kind of like cleaning up, trying to like clean up the art pieces and try to preserve them as possible.
Yeah. Because Darius had given no shit about it.
No, yeah,
It's
I
like
figured on the bit. I just
essentially, if he could protect himself from a blow, then he just pull it down.
Yeah. Just paladin of art.
Okay.
Shit.
Well, Damius, I have to tell you, Iago has Aurora.
Yeah.
But she's alive, and we are right now. I'm doing everything I can to.
I have an idea where they're heading.
Yeah.
You remember that old place, not the usual place we had, but the one we tried to stay low, the sewer,
Yeah.
and right in the outskirts of Slum.
Sure.
Apparently, that's his new headquarters.
Would he go there? Would he just maybe? I guess that's where he would be at the greatest advantage.
Apparently, there are a lot of entrances to other places that he's been spying on for some while.
Tunnels, probably ripe with traps at this point. I mean, I have. DM, have I been there?
As a youth, you have. It's been a couple of years now. Like, I can't recall how old are the years. Like,
that's a very good question.
Close to the 30s, right?
Yeah, I think the mid-20s.
Mid-20s, yeah. Then you have been probably like 8 or 12. Like.
Okay, yeah.
It was like where you received your first training, essentially, and then you upgraded to a better place later on.
Okay. That would make sense for them to be there. I have one more trick to maybe make sure. If you just hold on for a second, and I take out the necklace with the cage on it.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? Nathan Hawk?
It was the guy on the boar.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the boar. I hope it's not the boar.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was the guy.
And I'm like, hello.
Yeah, and how is that?
Right, so there's a bunch of stuff you can do. It's all in San Earth or Mars Guide somewhere. And it's pretty annoying, these cards. It doesn't specifically say, it just says the options.
Soul Cage, right?
Yeah. But I can use it 6 times. And one of them is Query Soul, where I can ask a question, and I believe they have to answer truthfully.
I believe that's the case as well. I'm just double checking right now. Soul Cage.
Here we go. Query Soul answers all a question, no action required, and receive a brief telepathic answer, which you can understand regardless of the language used. The soul knows only what it knew in life, but it must answer you truthfully to the best of its ability. Yes. The answer is no more than a sentence or two, and it might be cryptic.
Okay, well, I'll attempt to do that.
Yeah.
And ask, where is Iago? I can do this.
I don't know. He hides well, that one.
Okay. When did you last see Iago?
Years ago.
The fuck? I'm relaying whatever.
Roll an intelligence check.
Was this dude blind?
No.
Intelligence 19.
19. Again, hiring goons to do a job like this, Iago wouldn't be the one doing it.
Right, but I thought I was familiar with. I thought I knew this guy. But was that?
Yeah,
he was just a local.
Yeah, exactly.
Roger.
He was one of these highwaymen, essentially.
Maybe ask who Iago used to hire and where that guy could be. That's 2 questions, but.
Well, yeah, I get it. Yeah, but if we assume, okay, where is the man that hired you for Iago on behalf of Iago?
There is no man.
Yeah, I was gonna say the person.
Where is the creature that hired you on behalf of Iago today? Well, not today. Shit.
Alexia.
That's where. But I'll take it.
I'm just double checking the map.
Could I?
This one?
Yes, exactly. I should learn to make a copy for myself.
And that's someone who I know is a member of the.
Yeah, she's essentially the right-hand man to Iago.
Right-hand person.
Person, sorry. File woman. And she's also the cleaner of the group. Essentially, like cleaning up things.
That's nice.
Yeah, not in the way.
Typical, but. She loves it.
I saw her at the graveyard.
And you know that's pretty close to the entrance to the sewers. That's
cool. Alright. Hang out here. That's not a question. Okay.
Eyes of the Dead, I guess?
No, I have 3 more users and I think it's 24 hours it lasts for or something, so he can chill. I just shake it a little bit. Okay. You'll be let go soon. It's going straight to hell. So.
I have mentioned that I don't feel entirely comfortable with this whole soul key.
Yes, several times, and it's always fun. It's always entertaining. The graveyard would potentially be, but at the same time, I mean, the sort of the second, the old sewer base.
Yeah.
Would I know how to get there? Was that just too long ago?
Roll a wisdom check.
It's about midday right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because you used the first day to like go around town and
check. Good thing. 17.
You feel remember that there's like this tome you need to like press on one of the letters, and then the grave will open up, revealing the path.
A tome?
A tombstone. Sorry.
A tombstone. Okay. Okay. So the entrance. There is an entrance in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Righto.
Because otherwise, if you take the regular entrance to the sewer, then you actually just get to...
Just flush yourself down the toilet.
No, more like you get to the ordinary path. These are like secret tunnels carved alongside the sewer system.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
That's why, for instance, like when officials are trying to hunt down Street Kings and going down to the sewer, like, we can't find them. Well, it's because you're looking at the wrong part, essentially.
Okay. So that would be an option, but I think it's fair to assume that is maybe also the way in that Iago would expect us to use.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's just a couple options for us. One, we can try to set someone up to meet with them. Either you say you want to meet, or what's it called? Either this you say you want to meet with them, or we present ourselves as someone else and try to get hired, basically. We could try to go in through the sewers. We could try to teleport. We do have that option, but that's kind of a hit and miss.
It's literally.
Mm-hmm. And can be a pretty big miss if we do miss.
So the element of surprise. We also have the problem of sort of resources.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of, I assume that most of the sort of core of Iago's team haven't been fighting today.
Probably not.
That's
what their goons were for. So we'd be coming in with a disadvantage.
Based on the information that Eos has from 8 years ago or 10 years, how big was Iago's crew?
Well, they had like freelancers essentially to like do the odd jobs, but the core members, I believe, were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Ias and Aurora as well.
Okay.
And none of those 7 were present on the airship.
No.
And we don't see them inside the museum either.
No.
Alright, so that's...
That
makes us rather outnumbered.
Eos, have we been followed? We haven't been followed as we were here, right? We did work. Like, we went out of our way to hide our tracks and make sure we weren't followed.
Let's say make a stealth check and a perception check.
Okay.
I mean, we took a coach here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, so either
again,
that could help, or it could also.
Yeah, again.
But we would also say that we kind of went a little. Over.
We kind of mingled with people.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think Eos wasn't. I think Eos was more focused on speed than stealth.
Yeah, that does make sense.
In getting there, but should I do it anyway?
Yeah. Yep.
Stealth check.
Yeah.
Stealth. That's going to be 19.
Yeah, and perception check.
Let me do that as well.
Yeah. Oh, communal.
Natural one, which is fitting.
Yeah, again.
Can you have advantage because we were all. Kind
Yeah, again, I'm saying it could be a communal check.
Yeah.
This won't help. No, okay. 13.
13. Yeah, as you mentioned yourself, speed were more important to you at that point, but it didn't recognize there was no like lingering cases from people like spies or something like that were keeping an eye on.
What were you thinking?
Well, I'm trying to think. It is possible we could pass off that you were just about the only one to survive aside from the crew, but They're all red shirts, basically.
Right. So using me as bait.
Yes. Say you're alone. Everyone else is dead. So you are desperate. Want to make a deal? Ask to meet them in the cemetery. We set a trap. They obviously all set a trap, and then we hope our trap beats their trap.
Well, we have to be fast at least. Iago Brew have people on the inside of the police station, so... Oh, city guard.
No, we call it... sorry.
I know, it's an infernal word.
Police.
And you see the helmet turns 360 degrees like, ha! We should just head straight down there. Beat them at them best. And sorry, right down.
Okay. Not
so Agile is more straight path ahead.
Yep. That makes sense.
I think if you have a sending spell left in you could send one to Riley, ask her to mangle some corpses to make it look like Jace, me, and...
Wait, you're okay with mangling corpses?
No, but at this point it's... I'd have to get...
Okay.
I mean, yes, corpses... Nothing but souls left. Souls was beautiful.
Yeah, well, only problem, and Iago's like pointing at the bodies he killed, like, they're not going to return back, like...
That's fine. Why would Jace reach out to you?
No, I'm more like Iago knows,
Oh,
and
so.
I'm alive.
Yeah, but we're trying to make it look like Eos is desperate.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
why would Eos reach out to you is what I meant. Or I'm trying to...
Well, we go way back.
But we don't know.
But then, I mean, if they're trying to kill you, then perhaps using both of us might work.
Yeah.
It would make it more tantalizing for them.
Well,
That could be our trap.
Yeah.
That we let them know that you guys have hooked up, make them think that you're trying to just spring on them, that you have Darius on your side, when in reality you have all of us on your side.
Or both of you, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm not, I feel, I must admit, I do feel like that really puts us in a vulnerable position. I mean, obviously we can lay a trap, but I'm not, I mean, first of all, what would that trap be?
Catch them in the graveyard.
What?
Meet them in the graveyard.
Yeah?
Make them think that they're on their home turf. They
Okay.
can be outnumbered. Give them chances around you, then we take out those who are trying to do. Worst case scenario, we manage to capture a couple of them alive.
That's still putting us in a position where we are fighting all of them at the same time.
And they have the upper hand with having a hostage.
Yep.
Okay. How about this then instead? Iago doesn't want to do two brazen confrontations, right? Obviously this may put he tends to work in the shadows. Right.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't recognize this guy anymore.
What about we spread the word that you're looking to get out of town? You're cutting your losses.
Oh, he wouldn't buy that.
Sorry. Iago knows me too well.
Yeah, and me.
I mean, there's a possibility that we could sneak in there. I know you're not the sneakiest guy, but there's remedies for that. If we were able to make our way in, infiltrate, or at the very least, I mean, we could potentially corner some of them. But obviously it's risky.
1 second, can you guys... If Eos can tell... Do you know how many of Iago's core crew are still around?
Well, from what I gathered, I think all of them, again, the only 3 of us weren't part of the core crew anymore.
Okay.
Even Amaya is still along.
And which one of the remaining is most likely to turn traitor?
Amaya. And yes, you recognize. Amaya was essentially like a mentor to you and Aurora, and like a big sister.
Mm.
And she always
was like the odd one out, along her and Mika, who's like the childhood friend of Aurora.
It's a good point. There would be perhaps a possibility of finding allies when we are in.
Well, no, I'm thinking about trying to draw them out, split them, gain more information.
The problem is that right now, if Iago is expecting us to show up, they're gonna hang tight. They're gonna stay close in there. They're not gonna.
Under all circumstances, I think it's to our advantage if Iago thinks that Jace, Neris, and I are dead.
Fair enough. Yes, I agree with that.
And Blake, for that sense.
Okay, what if? Okay. What if I can teleport us in there, and without being noticed, and then allow myself to be captured?
That could work.
And then
you're suggesting that the rest
then
of
you
us...
guys stage a daring rescue, with perhaps, hopefully, Aurora and I on the inside.
I do know a few tricks to like make people less loud when they move around. Essentially, pass without a trace. He can cast that.
What if? Okay. We send back to the captain or to Captain Riley. Make it look like all of us are dead except for you. And then we get that news out on the street, so Iago knows that you're alone. Maybe you've hooked up with Danrays.
Yeah, but then we need a couple of extra bodies.
Yeah, we have them.
Because, well, he knows how many people he sent out. How many are not going to return. So if you use their bodies, well, the math wouldn't add up.
Sure, but who's counting?
People get incinerated in explosions.
True.
Yeah, plus an explosion did happen. It's not completely unthinkable that there might be no trace of at least some of the bodies.
But again, if we make our way inside, and I get myself captured without you guys being discovered, I think I can probably convince them that you guys are dead.
Okay.
Again, this is if we're doing it now,
but
before we can discover, before his spies return.
I think under all circumstances, I need to rest before I'm ready to do anything.
See, that's the thing, isn't it?
But I mean, we can lay low. It doesn't hurt us to attempt to make him think that we're dead.
Nope, you're right. Fine. How do we do that? Okay, so that would be...
Well, we could try to go to a rival gang, see if they're willing to.
We could blow up the ship. Finish the job. That'll send a pretty clear message.
It's true. Hard to find any evidence if there's nothing left behind.
You know, we are... I mean, you know, essentially...
We can't blow the ship.
Why?
Because... And I will do everything in my power to help get Aurora back. But the fate of the world is at stake.
We don't need the ship that much anymore. Both Neris and I can now move vast distances magically. It has... Listen, and I'm not just saying this because my room blew up. Definitely helps. But, you know, I mean... If none of Iago's guys return, but the ship is blown up, and we spread the word that I was the only survivor.
We don't need to blow up the ship. We need to blow up part of the ship.
Well, that has already happened.
Yes, but if we set off one more explosion and make it look like Jace, Blake, Neris, and I were caught in it.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom check, one of you. With advantage, I'm gonna say.
Roll that again, baby.
And it's with advantage?
Yes.
Can do bad, you could not.
That's good. So that's that's unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Well, you do have a necromancer on board. Maybe they can do some mumbo jumbo magic. So like
to reanimate the ship.
No, to make it look like
construct or alter some of the bodies, make it look like you.
I was thinking of something similar, but I would have to do it with illusions, and that's not really sustainable for a long time. So using a necromancer, to do that would be one way to solve it. Then we wouldn't have to necessarily blow up a part of the ship, because again, none of Iago's goons really did survive that skirmish. So none of them has seen us survive, and there were a lot of explosions on the ship.
Yeah.
So now we just need a way for someone to transport bodies.
the ship looks like fly, right?
Again, you haven't tested it out, but given the damages, it should be able to fly. Not probably at top speed. Then you.
No. Okay. How about this then? We spread the rumor that we're dead and they're taking our bodies to be buried somewhere else, and then the ship leaves. They have nothing left to do here. Io stays behind to save Aurora, but they're pirates. They could.
Okay, that could work.
Again, have to act fast before the local authorities turn up.
Yeah, we'd have to act now.
Should we do that?
Sure, let's do it then.
Is that good with you, yes?
Yes.
Good, let's do it.
Okay, so we all agree that we're going to need a long rest before we engage. Okay, fine.
I mean, I only need a short rest, but everyone needs to be.
Just give me your hands then really quickly.
Damn it, so.
And I cast teleport for the ship.
To the ship? Okay. You can see it like Captain Ryan is like cleaning the deck and...
Question, do I have to roll if I'm completely familiar with it? I don't think I do. I think
it's only if you like have to imagine the location. Again, I'm going to say you know exactly where the airship is. Sure. No issue there.
But we do around a meter just above deck. It's a bit awkward. Ow.
Yeah, it just says as long as the destination knows you.
Like waist deep in the deck.
Son of a deck.
Restart.
Respawn.
Respawn. Just gonna quickly.
The ship will remember this.
Captain Ryan's like, well, that was quick.
Okay, so someone tell her the plan.
Yeah. I bring them the plan. Who is like deckhand, takes care of like what's it called? Like unmasting and the official stuff. Like, so we're docked in the city, right?
Yeah.
So there's city officials who run the docks.
Oh yeah.
So who of our ship deals with those and tells them,
that would probably be the first mate, Shelby.
Okay. So, oof.
Yeah, you wanted to go quick?
No. Wait, no. He's pretty charismatic, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a warlock, so...
Right. I bring in Shelby. Say, Shelby, go down to the dock, master, let them know that the ship's going to be setting sail within the hour, and let's slip that the Hounds of War are all dead as Hydromeos.
Well, the city officials will need to make sure that we're telling the truth. They're probably also going to investigate the explosions.
Which is why you guys will be leaving immediately.
And he like points like, I think we should do it like, cut our losses. We're taking the shit out of here.
Yeah.
Flipping the birds as we do.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'll play it up down here, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well, I will give the word out.
Oh, can someone disguise me to look like a deckhand of some kind?
Nope. I've got disguise self, and I use it to disguise yourself. I can
use rags, sure, but
there's still Blake's disguise kit, I guess you could use.
Yeah. I borrowed some shit from Blake's disguise kit to make it.
I could
make a performance check.
Should I polymorph you into something?
Actually, well, let's see how good my disguise is. Ooh. It is a 11.
Oh boy.
Again, you find the perfect disguise kit. Only problem, you are small size. Blake is medium.
Yeah.
Also, it's like this weird because he's so like long and slender. It's like it's completely misfit.
I have that seeming spell.
All right.
Oh fuck! You have seeming.
Yeah, and I used that staff last session. I used that staff of the other, so I have exactly one spell slot left.
Nailed it.
Yeah, sure. I use you. That kind you say?
Yeah.
Sure.
You could cast seeming on like everyone.
What does seeming do?
It is like you change the.
It's like disguise self, but for like a
change the appearance of any number of creatures that you see.
Do you need to
range.
be present?
Sorry?
Do you need to be present for the illusion to work?
Just a second.
Probably a range on it. But it's like
Okay, use a spell to. It doesn't really mention anything like that. It does say that a target use an action to inspect the target and make an intelligence investigation.
Okay,
So once you cast it, then the effect just
It
stays.
does look like it, yeah, for 8 hours essentially.
fuck me.
Katharine's like, well, why don't we just disguise some of the crew to be like you guys? And Ian stays behind.
Perfect.
We are skedaddling out of here.
Yeah, and then the crew to be someone else. Oh, not sorry, us. Well, not me, but the
Yeah, exactly. We're making you look like average people. Maybe some of those we just killed, getting inside.
I don't think we should try to do like a like sneak in using this because it doesn't set up to like a.
Okay, I'm just spitballing out there.
No, I mean obviously any kind of physical inspection, obviously. I mean that's always true for all losers.
Yeah, so I think we should just
Roger.
stick with plan.
Sure.
And you see, she's like, here's a couple of the crew to like be replacement for you guys.
Yeah. Ooh! It says you make me a foot taller. Do it.
You make our foot smaller.
Okay, so I use the final spell slot I have for the short rest, and then I cast seeming.
Wow! Look at my long legs. It's so tall up here. Ooh.
The problem is
you have tall feet.
Again, the problem is you have not changed your physical height. It's just the appearance of you have changed. So people will like look the wrong height at you.
People are looking like bear height right now.
Confusing.
My eyes got here.
Like, damn
These
it.
are my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. After doing that, seeming on everyone, except for me. Does the ship then begin to? Well, we have to wait till the sort of authorities show up, the police in Tiefling.
Yeah. So if you make your escape right again, then we will make sure to like jump the papers and all that.
Right.
Yeah, and then we'll be off. Usually these procedure takes about an hour, 2 maybe. Then
Okay. Well,
how long does the spell work?
It says 8 hours.
8 hours. So no problems there.
It doesn't mention a range, but it's quite possible there is one somewhere under.
Yeah, but again, for the sake of narrative, there isn't in this case.
I think we're all sticking together anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are. I mean, all the crew if they fly off. But I think it's cool. Okay. All right. So we just find somewhere to hold up.
Yep.
And what are we gonna do with Blake? Let him stay in town?
Is Jens coming?
No, God no. I mean, I assume kind of just for whatever happens next time that the team, Hounds of War, are with us, but maybe they're doing something else.
Yeah, I mean,
there isn't Blake up sort of in town, but they're still.
mean, now it's just gonna stay on the ship.
Oh, okay, fine. But then then Blake
Because you're
does
also gonna do the whole like teleporting from the airship to a tribe and back again, so like helping them move out to like.
Well, it's easiest just if Blake says they're not going to fly too far away anyway, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Very well.
Alrighty.
And Damien says, so what are our next steps?
Find somewhere to hold up.
Yeah, someone just hide for the night.
Do you remember the seventh Seraph?
The who? The what?
The seventh Seraph? You know, that old bar?
Do I?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Yes.
Essentially, imagine like a fantasy biker pub or bar. Instead of motorcycles, it's like steeds and so forth. People are really interested.
So this
It's my boogie.
it's horse people.
No, again, it's all kind of exotic. Again, that's the whole deal. Like,
Oh, they're just like riding stuff. You'll fit right in, Daphne, with all your pets and shit. Okay, yeah. So
how's like mouthing word pet?
Look at my bird. That's a nice bird.
Look at my bird. Wait, yeah, is Anastasia here or is she just in the ship?
Just flying up. Like. Ouch! Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah, once you're done getting healed, she comes and that's just kind of fly around.
Right. Yeah, we could. I guess we could head there. I mean, wouldn't that potentially be a lot of people who'd recognize us?
Well, I don't think they would call me at least. Like any poster the armor.
You could go there, and then we'll go somewhere else. But I think that's awkward.
Yeah, but we can also go any place. But the problem is we're known around town, or at least you were.
Well, I don't have to be right now. I suppose I can cast disguise stuff. But then I guess we want them to know that I'm here.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, we actually do.
Okay, fine. Let's go to the biker bar. That's not his name. The Seventh Seraph.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't even remember that. Sometimes you get lucky.
I can recall. I believe it's down at the slums, as far as I recall. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you head there.
Bam!
And again, yeah, it's actually as you imagine a biker bar would be imagined. Like people in vests and chains, like almost like emo group and like goth group, and you have like the butch people and so forth.
So we're talking like 90s gay bar?
And you see like these cliques formed, and there are like racial cliques. So you have like the Asmas in one corner, you have the halflings in the other corner, like orcs and so forth.
What's up, my humans? Look at my human arms.
And again, you look around, it's like, wait, there are no humans here.
Shit. But there's one, and he's right here.
And he's right here.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. The intro music was by Philip Fischer, whereas the outro music was by Martin Kerr. The other pieces which are mentioned in the description down below were by Kevin MacLeod. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again in Doraken.